not attempt to adjust your dial. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum. It's your boy Big Vern. This is App Stupid, the fastest growing sports and entertainment show on these YouTube streets. You're welcome. Holla at everybody who's been rocking with us here in the App Stupid studio. Thank you. If this is your first time for joining us, then you're welcome. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Also share the content. It goes a long way and we appreciate it. So our last segment, we talked about Mike Gundy. Mike Gundy saying something in 2005 that is so relevant today. I swear that man's a prophet. Then we talked some NBA. Joel Embiid, he got a 3-game suspension for shoving a reporter when actually he should have punched that dude. Then we talked about Lane Kiffin, new year, new team, same hater. He's being a bitch because LSU is getting to play in primetime and he's not. Wee. LSU beat you all. So we go from the Big 12 to the Big 10. And I didn't understand this, but Lincoln Riley benches Miller Moss for the final 3 games of the season, and I don't know why. Now, if you're going to bench a guy and it has to be for the season to see what you have, you may have wanted to do that 3 or 4 games in, like Coach Moore from Michigan. Michigan's got a rotating carousel of quarterbacks. They've went through all 3 different quarterbacks: Alex Orji, the Tuttle kid, and the kid who started the season before getting demolished and decimated by Texas. He's used all of those guys in different ways during the entire season. Now, not many coaches are not as gifted as Coach Moore at doing that and trying to get like I say, some semblance of a winning program. And don't get me wrong, for all of the craziness that has went on at Michigan, they still have a winning program. They are not going to compete for the Big Ten championship game, but that doesn't mean that he may not qualify to get into the college playoff system. I just don't know. Might be a respectable bowl. We'll go ahead and do that. Who's in, who's out, who's the first 4, who's on the bubble. Then we'll let you know pretty much what's going down. But in this case, Miller Moss, it was already benched. Caleb Williams came in and took that guy's spot, and he could have went somewhere else. He stayed loyal to the program. Caleb ended up skipping the bowl game. They went and played Louisville, and they carved Louisville up. And then from there, everybody was high on Miller Moss. This guy, he stayed loyal to the program. He signed on the dotted line. He never wanted to switch, and yeah, his loyalties were there. I mean, it was almost like it was scripted for them to be good. It really was. But then USC started to take a turn. Yahoo Sports, Will Backus, he writes in here that now Jaden Mavia, he is from UNLV, the former Mountain West Player of the Year. He is now under center for the Trojans after efforts during the first 1-4 skid over the last month. And now you find that you want to bench a guy 3 games in. 3 games left, not 3 games in. That would have made more sense. But to come for a guy's job and there's only 3 games left, there's not a lot you can get accomplished in 3 games. Give me a quick 20 from an unofficial sponsor of the show. This is Big Vern. Better pizza, better ingredients. If you got the app open, you can go ahead and check out the Shaq-a-Roni Pizza, $12.99, and that's for members only. And then there's Papa Pairings. You get 2 and more when you pair the papadilla. You get the cookies, you get the breadsticks, and the whole shebang. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's, make sure you get your Papa John's pizza tonight from Thursday Night Football on Amazon Prime. Also, college basketball is in full swing. Make sure you check that out. And then there's a slew of pro games as well. So, with losses to Minnesota, Maryland, and Washington, all of whom had losing records, they all played USC. Yep. Though USC is averaging 291 yards passing, which ranks 3rd in the Big Ten. So Miller Moss was good enough to get you 3rd in the Big Ten. He was good enough to get you third in the Big Ten. And now that ranks over 30 points with Moss at quarterback. Moss has thrown at least one interception in 6 games this season. He had 3 passes intercepted in USC's Week 10 loss to Washington while only completing 60% of his passes. Moss failed to post at least 65% completion percentage in 4 games this season. That's hampered USC's ability to move the ball consistently at times. I understand all of that. I'm not saying benching him was not justified. I'm just saying that benching him right now is useless. USC can't play spoiler in the Big Ten. The Big Ten is a rough and tough conference. Outside of Oregon, which is an outlier, most of these teams that came from the Pac-12 when it was devoured by the Big Ten, they're having a hard time. UCLA is having a hard time. Washington is having a hard time. USC is having a hard time. Oregon is the only team that is not having a hard time adjusting to the schedule. But it is a rougher style of football. It is a very physical style of football. There is no finesse. Because in the Midwest, around this time, it gets very cold outside and the kids are used to playing in that weather. We're used to playing out there and there's snow on the ground. Pin our ears back, we run the football, everybody's out there. And the fan base is just as rabid as anything else. So yes, you're going to have some struggles, but benching a guy with 3 games left just seems useless. Jalen Mavia, I don't know this man to be a bad quarterback. I'm just saying, if this was about season saving, you should have done this in week 5, no later than week 6. Because this is a 12-week season. You should have done that halfway through the season. And could you feel guilty because you were loyal to a fault? That's one thing. But in the age of NIL, now the boosters are running the program. The boosters are putting pressure on you. Hey, look, sit this guy. We paid that kid. We paid that kid $500,000. And we'll be damned if he doesn't get up and play. See how that works? So yeah, I just think it was useless. Give me a rap album so we can close this out. This is Big Vern. It's your boy Big Vern coming to you with another rap album. Freddie Gibbs, You Only Die Once. In stores now. Get it where you legally consume music, whether it be Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. My personal favorite on the track so far is Cosmo Freestyle, Wolverine crazy, yo. Rabbit Island, It's Your Anniversary, that song crazy too. Yeah, Walk It Off, and On the Set. Freddie Gibbs, You Only Die Once. In stores now. Shout out to Freddie Gibbs. I like that anniversary joint. It's wild. But to close this out, not saying that Coach Riles doesn't know what he's doing, because that would be misleading. That man knows more football than I forgot about. Trust me on that. And twice on Sunday. However, looking at this, Mavia, he was a redshirt sophomore. He got experience there. In 2023, he was the Mountain West Freshman of the Year at UNLV, while he guided the Rebels to their first ever appearance in the Mountain West Championship game. So that, like I said, that's impressive. But in the big scheme of things, and also in the Big Ten, who cares? Dude, this is the Big Ten. That Mountain West shit ain't gonna cut it, bro. Thank God you didn't have to play Ohio State. They could have jumped up and down on y'all like a dirty mattress. Come on now. How dare you? How dare you, bro? Again, it's got a stench of classless. I don't want to go there because I like Coach Riley. And I like Miller Moss. You all know this. Go back and look at our page. I root for these guys. But this ain't it. And I think Millimar should just transfer. Cut your losses. You were loyal. It didn't work out. Just keep it moving. But the good folks of Pasadena, let me know. Get in the comments. It's your boy Big Vern. Should Millimar leave USC? We'll be back.